All right, with Thanksgiving this week, many of us starting to think about the next holiday.
That is Christmas. It's not that far away. That means decorating outside our homes. Many people do it by adding lights to their surroundings.
And this morning garden guy Dale Kay is sharing his pro tips for holiday decor.
G'day everyone. This is the perfect week to do a little bit of decorating for the holidays. And of course, you're probably thinking about doing the inside, decking the halls inside for the family, but you don't have to limit decorating right there. You can also decorate your landscape and all the shrubs and all the greenery that's outside in your home, and it's perfect weather to do it. And really, why do it? Well, you know the drill here. It gets really dark really early this time of year. So I like to decorate the shrubs in front of my house and even in the backyard to add a little extra light, a little extra life. And I keep them on a lot more than just the holidays because it is going to be a long winter. So here are my simple tips for decorating your landscape. Firstly, let's talk a little safety. When you're on a ladder, make sure that it's nice and secure. I like to have someone outside with me, particularly if it's cold, just in case you fall. But you know the drill. Be safe. Make sure you don't slip. Also, make sure you're using an outdoor-indoor cord, particularly for outdoors. If you need to get high onto something, they make these wonderful little pole things that can help you get lights up into trees, things like that, so you're not climbing on a ladder. Of course, put everything on a timer. You'll save electricity that way, which is really, really important. And then some simple cable ties are really good to make sure that your lights kind of stay in place, and you can just cut those off in the spring. And talking about the spring, make sure you cut all your lights off, or take the lights off, I should say, before those plants leave out for the spring. So what makes the best lights for the landscape? Well, firstly, make sure you use LED because they are actually quite cool to touch. So if you're decorating with evergreens, things like that, if the incandescent bulbs get warm, and that's really no good for plants. So make sure you use LED lights, and LEDs actually sip electricity. They're a lot more efficient on energy than incandescent bulbs. The next thing is kind of the size of the bulb is important. So the size I like to use for all my landscaping is what they call C6, and that's what I have right here. They're a little bit bigger bulb, but it's kind of a cure-all for making sure you get a really nice showing of light. So C6 is the one that you want to use. You can see these mini lights behind me. That's kind of like a M55. That's kind of a smaller one. Doesn't tend to show up quite as well. But I should mention that these kind of burst lights, or these twig lights, are really good for your planters. So if you were to put these into your porch pots in front of your home, just a couple of these or one of these, kind of get those in the soil and you are done. So they kind of have their place. Some really cool things that you can decorate with that kind of will help your landscape sparkle are these sparkling lights. If you were kind of to mix these sparkles in, you can kind of see them right there. They're almost like dancing on the wind, and they look absolutely spectacular at night. Also, anything with a long drop that you could hang into a tree, just like this cluster light long drop, that is really, really cool as well. It looks really fun in the landscape and really catches your eye, which is quite nice. And also there's these cascading lights that go into your trees as well. I really, really like those. They're super, super fun. And also spheres are really popular. This purple, the Vikes play on Thursday. They need a little bit of help after this week, so maybe adding some purple to your landscape, that might help the team along as well coming up when they play on Thanksgiving. So there's kind of the options for you for really highlighting your landscape. And again, it's a great week to do it. Temperatures have kind of moderated a little bit, which is really, really nice. And plus you'll get the benefit of really lighting up your neighborhood, lighting up your home. And of course, again, I leave mine on all winter long because it gets dreary, it gets bleak, January, February, March even, you know the drill. Anyway, brighten up your home, easy to do. With that, back to you.